If you were the chief marketing officer of the Olympics, what would you do to get 100 million more eyeballs?
Dude, the Olympics is too like froofy medals, and the medals are great, but like it's so proper. To get to 100 million more eyeballs, that's actually not that hard.
What's the framework that Neil Patel has, if any, that says, okay, this is what I do to grow it? Like, is there a checklist? Is there something you say, okay, I look at this and this and this first, I do this and this and this second? Are there categories? And I'm not looking for a golden bullet. I'm just looking to, what do you assess? What do you look at framework wise when you think about the growth of a company?
So we look at a few things. We've done enough conversion optimization tests where we look at their website and the layout to see if they're missing anything in conversions. And you can then end up running math based on how much of the revenue is new or reoccurring or reoccurring, right? Where people buy multiple times, but it's not on a subscription, to figure out how much you can impact based on previous tests you run. Then we do the same thing for SEO, paid ads, email, etc., where we're actually going into the campaigns and analyzing and seeing what they're doing wrong. Because we usually know, like when we look at paid ads, whether it's Google or Facebook or any other channel, what they're doing wrong, what we can tweak, and a rough increase in ROI with the same spend. So when we do this on all the channels, we'll then know what to tackle first based on what's going to make the company the most money.
Do you at all consider organic social as like a place to test creative for paid, or what assessments?
No, we think it's one of the best channels to test, and we think it's one of the best channels that you have to be on. The problem with organic, it helps build a great brand awareness, and it really helps resonate with the audience because people know when things are paid versus free. It doesn't mean paid doesn't work. We don't think organic social is better or worse than paid. It's more like you need to be on all of them, and they all feed off of each other.
What if it doesn't work? Like, what if it doesn't convert? There's no impressions behind it. You see these companies post it all the time on Instagram, on LinkedIn. No one sees it. Do you still think it matters then?
It's because they're posting the wrong content. It's just like, check out what we did. Here's a corporate award for this employee, and look what they did. Yeah, well, no one cares about that. Yeah. Let's talk about your products. Like, let's say if I'm Pepsi, okay? I'm making this up. I don't know what Pepsi's posting on their corporate profiles, but no one wants to see someone getting an award for being an amazing employee on anything. But what people would watch is you put the Mentos in Pepsi or Coke or whatever one it is, and it's skyrocketing, and be like, check out how to make a Pepsi rocket. That stuff would go viral. Right?
Yeah, you're right. It's content strategy at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's a content strategy. And the issue is they get all these people from Harvard in a room or that have all these degrees instead of these younger kids who just have a better pulse on what's happening in society.
If you were the chief marketing officer of the Olympics, what would you do to get 100 million more eyeballs in the 2024 Olympics?
I would actually take a lot of the influencers that are on social media, give them all access passes to everything, in exchange for them live streaming it and showcasing it on there.
Wow.
Bro, chefs. Okay. All right. So in classic Peter Diamandis fashion, I'm going to give you a moonshot. What if the number was 1 billion more eyeballs? And I know that's a moonshot.
I would just say don't shoot for it because it's unrealistic. You're wasting your time and go allocate the resources to something else. But yeah, right? To get to 100 million more eyeballs, that's actually not that hard if you just take all these influencers and make them like, imagine Kim Kardashian's live streaming it. Do that with influencers in every major country to support their region and country. Do some contests around it. So then that way people are there and, and it helps these influencers build a bigger brand, a platform to support their country. Why wouldn't they be passionate about it? You probably don't even have to pay them. Just give them free tickets and all access and just like make them live stream certain things. And dude, the Olympics is too like froofy medals, and the medals are great, but like it's so proper. Oh, everyone please stand up and do the song and all this and just be like, oh, I would just have like a celebrity with 30 million or 100 million followers be like, oh, dude, you just won gold medal. How do you feel? Like, just be more authentic and real versus it being so proper. Like, it's just too phony. I'm not saying the Olympics are phony, but like, that's not real life. People are not that like proper. They're more chill and casual. Showcase the real side of people and you'll do way better.